What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Classic Chronicles. Oh man, hope you guys enjoyed uh yesterday's episode of Izzy Reacts. It was a little heavy talking about the passing of Aaron Carter, but yeah, if you haven't checked that out, please do. But for today, we're gonna get back to the lighthearted stuff, and we're gonna talk about what went down this past Friday night. So, um, so around 12:30, this past Friday night, I get a call from my buddy Victor. And he was asking me, "What am I doing today?" So I said, I'm just I'm in the gym right now, and later on I'm free. Yeah, unless what's up? What do you want to do? And then he's like, "Oh, his wife Nancy, who is my occupational was my occupational therapist in elementary school, and he was my physical therapist in elementary school in at PS229. I've talked about my elementary school immensely on this channel. Uh, so they had said, they're going up to Olive Garden to grab a bite to eat, and they invited myself and our buddy Brian to come along, but unfortunately he couldn't make it. So it was just the three of us, Nancy, myself, and Victor. And boy, what a fun time it was, man. When I got there, they had already been munching on appetizers, calamari and lasagna and all that, and the breadsticks. If you've been to Olive Garden, you know how awesome the breadsticks are. I don't have to explain that to you. So we ordered a shit ton of food, pasta and chicken parm and salad and just everything was there. The works, soup. It was all there, and you know this dinner was accompanied by great conversation. So uh, to backtrack a little bit, and I've talked about this in my vlog when I detail why there wasn't new episodes of the Classic Chronicles a couple of weeks back, and how my chair got messed up. If you haven't checked that out, I'll put it in at the end of this video so you guys can check it out before you watch this one. But yeah, so long story short, chair broke down, and wasn't able to go to dinner originally with Brian and Nancy and Victor the first time that they did it a couple of weeks back. So made it out to this one though. We talked about a lot of things, a lot of personal things, and a lot of just an all around good time. Talking about the Umbrella Academy on Netflix and comic books and just everything, man. It's so good to like you're used to hanging with them. You're used to seeing them in a professional setting when they're working with students and all that. And but uh, therapists and teachers and anybody that works in a uh, in a profession like that, they need time to cut loose too. And it's cool when they ask their former students to be a part of it. Uh, it's funny when I told Nancy that I'll be 36 in a couple of months. She kind of freaked out because to symbolize that she's getting old, but she doesn't look a day over 21. Neither does Victor. But yeah, so we talked about a lot of things. It was some very cool stuff that went down, man. And but the best part of the night was the prank of sorts that Nancy Vick pulled on me, man. So and there's footage of this, and I will throw that footage in at the end of this vlog. So to give a little bit of a background on it, so I go I go to we're finishing up dinner, about to order dessert. So I said, hey, I gotta go to the bathroom or whatever. So I go to make my way to the bathroom, do my thing, and and Vic is waiting for me by the door to help me get out of the bathroom. So all right, get back to the table. Dessert didn't come yet, and I'm just waiting for the dessert, and to and to be frank here, I was peer pressured into ordering dessert by Nancy and Victor. They kept saying that kept insisting that I get the I don't know how they call it at the restaurant, but they're kind of like Zappoli's, powdered sugar and funnel cake and all that. So Nancy and Victor kept insisting that I order these things because they're so good, and they were not lying. Uh, but yeah. So we are waiting for dessert, and all of a sudden, I guess what I was in the bathroom. Victor, who's a prankster of sorts, made it a point to tell the fine staff at the Olive Garden that it was my birthday when he knows good and well that it was not. So all of a sudden, he was like, "Oh, center yourself," and I'm like, "Wait, why is he asking me to center myself?" Turns out he had his iPhone camera set up, and all and before I can even react, about seven waiters and waitresses come out singing happy birthday," and like it didn't scare me, but it definitely caught me off guard. So I'm just sitting there like, what is going on? And as you're seeing this footage, man, they really caught me off guard. You couldn't help but laugh at it, man. But yeah, so kudos to Victor and Nancy for catching me off guard, man. I always tell people, man, it's very, very hard to catch me off guard, and they did it. So just know that I will be retaliating in some way, shape, or form. No, I'm just kidding. But no, it was a great night. We had a great time, great food, great people, great staff at the Olive Garden. Man, took real good care of us. And yeah, it was just a really, really great night. And 100% transparency here. I definitely needed that night last week because I'm going through some rough things personally that I rather not talk about. But I was going through a lot of rough things. Had a rough week, and that night definitely eased a little bit of the stress that was going on right now. Um, Personally, for me. So thank you, very, very heartfelt thank you to Nancy and Victor for inviting me out, and hope to do it again soon. Love you guys. That's gonna do it for this episode of the Classic Chronicles. Like, subscribe, and share, and don't forget to hit that notification button. And hell, enjoy the footage that I just described. And until the next time, I'll see you guys. Peace.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Thank you guys.
Wow. Oh my goodness, man. Oh my God, what? Oh my goodness.
You're kidding.